Hello and welcome to the AI with Arun show. Imagine waking up tomorrow and opening your banking app, only to find out you've been locked out because the bank can't prove you aren't an AI. It sounds like sci-fi, right? But in 2026, this is the reality we are racing toward. We are living through a collision between two massive forces: artificial intelligence that can fake being human, and a desperate global need to prove who is real. Today, we are doing a deep dive into World, the project formerly known as Worldcoin. We're going to look inside the 2026 architecture of Sam Altman's most controversial bet. We're talking about the Orb 2.0, the privacy wars, the black markets, and the billion-dollar tokenomics. Is this the future of money or a surveillance nightmare? Let's find out. First, why does this even exist? Why scan eyeballs? The problem is something computer scientists call a Sybil attack. Think of it this way. In the old internet, if I wanted to rig a poll, I had to manually create 100 fake accounts. It was slow. But with models like GPT-6 or Sora, a bad actor can now spawn millions of fake identities instantly. They can crash financial systems, rig elections, or destroy social networks. Sam Altman's thesis is simple. As AI takes over labor, we need two things. 1. A way to prove I am human without revealing my name. And 2. A way to distribute wealth, universal basic income, when robots take our jobs. That's the pitch. So where are we now? As of early 2026, World isn't just a startup anymore. It has evolved into a global utility with over 30 million verified users. It's no longer just a crypto token. It's a super app for identity and finance. But this growth has come at a massive cost. While they call it a, quote, technocratic utopia, governments from Kenya to Bavaria are fighting back, calling it a threat to national sovereignty. It is a battle between a tech company wanting to scan the world and nations wanting to protect their borders. To understand who pulls the strings, we have to look at the structure, which is frankly complicated. It's a three-headed beast. 1. Tools for Humanity, TFH. These are the builders in San Francisco and Berlin. They are for profit. They want to make money selling the tech. 2. The World Foundation. This sits in the Cayman Islands. They are memberless and technically own the protocol to keep it decentralized. 3. World Assets Limited. These guys handle the token. The goal is to eventually give control to the community, but right now, it's a highly valued corporate machine. Now let's look at the most famous and hated part of the ecosystem, the Orb. In 2025, they released the Orb 2.0, and the engineering is actually wild. It's not just a camera. It uses a liquid lens, literally a lens that changes shape like a human eye to focus in milliseconds. But here's the cool part. How does it know you aren't holding up a high-res photo of an eye? It uses a thermal camera to see the heat of your face and time-of-flight sensors to map the 3D depth of your head. If you're a 2D photo, the Orb knows. If you're a cold mask, the Orb knows. The biggest question I get is, do they keep my eye picture? The answer has changed over the years. Here's the 2026 process. The Orb takes the picture, uses AI to convert that image into a unique code called an iris code, and then it deletes the picture. Because of huge pressure from Europe, they now use personal custody. The data is encrypted with your key and sent to your phone. The Orb wipes its memory. The Foundation doesn't have a giant database of eyeballs anymore, unless you specifically opt in to help train their AI. So you scanned your eye. What now? You get the WorldApp. By 2026, this has become the WeChat of crypto. They launched WorldChat, where you can text friends and send money instantly inside the chat. There are also mini apps. My favorite? One called Touchgrass. It actually rewards you for going outside and being active. There's also a prediction market called Polymarket, built right in. And if you can't find an Orb, you can now use your NFC passport to get a credential, though it's a lower tier of verification. Under the hood, they built their own highway called WorldChain. It's a Layer 2 blockchain built on optimism. Here is the killer feature, priority block space. If you are a verified human, your transaction skips the line. You go first. The bots and trading algorithms have to wait in the back. It's the first blockchain that explicitly discriminates against robots. Let's talk money, the WLD token. If you hold this, you need to know about the supply cliff. There are 10 billion tokens total, but only about 2.7 billion are circulating. Since July 2024, the tokens belonging to the investors and the team have been unlocking every single day. That means there is constant inflation, new supply hitting the market constantly, which puts pressure on the price. It's designed for long-term distribution, not a short-term pump. But the biggest threat isn't the price, it's the law. Look at this map. In Kenya, the High Court declared the whole operation illegal and ordered data deletion. In Thailand, they were halted for violating data protection acts. In Colombia, regulators shut them down because they said paying poor people to scan their eyes conditioned their will, basically saying that if you are desperate for money, you can't truly consent to giving up your data. This is a massive ethical debate. And where there is free money, there is a black market. In many countries, we see people selling their eyes. Here is how it works. A mule goes to an orb, scans their eye, and then sells the private key to a buyer for cash. The buyer now controls a verified human account. This defeats the entire purpose. If a bot farm can just buy 10,000 mule accounts, we are back to square one. World is fighting this, but it's an arms race. So what happens next? World is trying to scale to 100 million users through third-party manufacturing. They are even working on proof of machinehood to verify safe AI agents. But here is the reality check. The move fast and break things era is over. To survive 2026, World has to play nice with regulators. Think about this. In the 1900s, we invented passports because travel got too fast for borders. In the 2020s, we are inventing proof of personhood because the internet got too fake for humans. Sam Altman is betting that in a world of infinite AI content, the only scarce resource left is you. If you enjoyed this deep dive, hit that like button so the algorithm knows you are human. And please like, share, and subscribe to the AI with Arun show. Also, please consider becoming a member.